Our first reading today from the Old Testament, from the book of the prophet Jeremiah, gives us a wonderful line that is not so often heard in the scriptures. Jeremiah, speaking for God, says, "With age-old love I have loved you, and so I have kept my mercy toward you." God loves his people. Sometimes we're not convinced that God loves us. Sometimes if we fail, if we sin, if we do what's wrong, we feel, well, maybe God doesn't love us, especially when God doesn't answer our prayers the way we want them answered. We must always pray that we do God's will, not our will. And so sometimes we doubt that God loves us. And that's the beginning of moving away from God. Because if someone doesn't love us, we don't want to approach them. We don't want to be close to them. And so it's always important to remember that God loves us no matter what, no matter if we sin, no matter if we do not receive what we want in prayer. But the gospel gives us a lesson about prayer. This Canaanite woman, who was not a Jew, obviously, comes up to Jesus and asks him for the healing of her daughter, who was tormented by a demon. Well, we don't know how people in those days recognized mental illness or whatever it was, but they saw demons when people were not ill, when they acted strangely. It was for sure that a demon was inhabiting them. Perhaps it was true. We don't know how that demonic possession worked in those days. We know how it works today, and unfortunately, it is among us. But the woman had great faith. And what woman, what parent would not do whatever they have to do to heal a child? They would do whatever they have to do, sell a house, whatever's necessary, because the health of their children is most important. And what she does is that she goes back again at Jesus. Jesus says it's not right to take the food from the children to give it to the dogs. It was a great insult. He was really saying she was a dog, not a person, that she didn't deserve to have a favor. But she comes back and says, even the dogs eat the scraps from the table. With great humility, because she wanted that favor. She wanted her daughter healed, and she knew Jesus could do it. And so she obtained what she wanted, because Jesus says she had great faith. That's the way we must pray too, with humility and insistence. And then we will either understand God's will for us, or we will receive the favor we ask. We put ourselves in God's hands, who loves us. We never should doubt that God is love, and he loves each and every one of us. No matter what we do or what we don't do, we are loved by God, the creatures he has created.